with a whole new group out there. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. 5th best, the Celtics.
And last year, their rim protection was unbelievable. Teams actually turned down shots in the lane.
Pritchard gets it to go.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Here's Spears, and the step-back jumper is good.
Yeah, the mid-range is not always easy money for Fears. He's folding some new wrinkles into his game.
Pritchard, the pass to Gonzalez. Back to Pritchard. To the left side wing. Shireman connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
For 3, Fears. Shireman grabs a board. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Gonzalez. Oh, they pick off the pass. Jones, the pass to Poole. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Vucevic. Boston has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Here's Pritchard. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
The players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Yeah, nice ball movement from Poole. Just setting up someone else out there.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Pritchard. To the right side. The 3 is up. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's got 6.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
With the step back, lets the 3 fly, and the basket by Queen.
I really like when Poole plays unselfishly, wanting to find open three-point shooters.
Three-pointer Pritchard, and the Celtics another 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Nikola Vucevic, Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the 2. Here's Jones. Boston pulls it in. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
The crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you, Brian.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Pass to Shireman. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Out to the right wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Shot clock at 6. And it's Tatum missing. And so Murray will bring it up for New Orleans. 4-point game. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road.
Yeah, look at Murray rising up for that dunk. You love to see that from DeJounte.
On the wing, Tatum from behind the arc. Tatum rips the 3.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so excellent.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Tatum. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Jones from outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
New Orleans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Brown's checked in. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Shoots over Fears. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Tatum, pass to Vucevic. Nice ball movement by Boston. It's Brown on the wing. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Boston. The Pelicans trail. Beyond the arc. And Fears hits from deep. Fears has got 5 points.
You're liking the confidence Fears is showing from deep. Jeremiah trusting his J.
And for someone listed at 6'4", DeJounte Murray is an excellent rebounder, Tim.
Well, he sure is. He's got long arms and he's very athletic. His work on the glass, one of the many ways that he can impact winning, and he's always a threat to take it end to end.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Back to Murray. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Shireman. Here's Tatum. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And it's a 3-point Boston lead.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
Pritchard against Murray. Tatum from long range. And Fears pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
New Orleans calls timeout.
Started.
Changes here for the Celtics. Cadis checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Hauser comes in for Shireman. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
To the paint. Deflects the pass. White with a steal.
Well, they tried to punch the ball inside right there, but the window closed quickly. That's great defense.
Zion packs it home.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
The kick to Tatum from deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's a foul. It's on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul. Fears he's checked in for DeJounte Murray.
Coming onto the floor for your
Here's Williamson. So good down low. Williamson.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
White drives in. Williamson against Tatum. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3. Tatum's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his 2nd in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
To the left wing. The 3. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Williamson inside. He's got 12. Jordan finds Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Brown. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Murphy.
And slide move by Brown to ensure the foul. He won't pass upon a chance to draw one off you.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The first free throw is good. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. That's right. Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center positions.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will either.
And we see Bay's game evolving over time, including being more aggressive inside.
Oh, got that one up quick. Tatum's got 24.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Hey, with a screen on White. For 3, Fears. Tatum pulls it in. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
And Boston again with the bucket. 40 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Fears. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track. Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Bay finds Jordan. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. And here's Williamson. Deflected. They retain possession. It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Boston out in front. They're up by 6. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
Please direct your attention to center court.
Welcome, everybody. Look at the Celtics. They're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Celtics.
They're hitting at a high clip.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
We've got Murray, Zion Williamson out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. And the dunk by Bey.
Yeah, flashing that athleticism. Bey really packs a punch on these dunks.
A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man, defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, B.A. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
Pelicans trail by 8. Murray deciding where to go with it. Unloads from 13. That one no good. Brown with some nice D. Boston on offense. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Tatum passes to White. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
3 points.
Tatum's got his 6th assist of the night.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Tatum passes to White. There's the 3. And the Celtics another three.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
New Orleans calls timeout. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Fifth, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Here's Williamson. Zion! So hard to stop down low.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Tatum. From downtown. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Back to you.
Locking in. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Pass to Jordan. And here's Murray. He's guarded by White. Here's Jordan. Boston pulls it in. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. White for three, and the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Murray against White. Fires for three, and another three for New Orleans.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. The three ball. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
So the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Pass to Hauser. Let's go with a three. Williams grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Jordan, defended by Hauser. Murray for three. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside White. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Williamson. Hey, from long range. The shot misses.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Brown for three. Knocks down the long J. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
And we have seen Brown take more and more threes recently, becoming very confident in this shot.
Here's Williamson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Queen, he's checked in for Jordan. And Herbert Jones is subbed in for Bay. Boston also changing it up. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. And Pritchard is subbed in for Hauser. Williamson is doubled. Pass to Queen. And he's going for the lob. Pritchard with a steal. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And here's Brown for three. That shot off. Pelicans trail by 11. Steps back. Murray passes to Queen. Launches it. Murray, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Yeah, once Tatum sees a gap, he is gone. Off and running.
Pass to Queen. Boston pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pritchard surviving the D. Here's Tatum. Pelicans cleared away. Queen's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Williamson from outside the arc. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Outside White. Fires from deep. Missed it. 5 for 7 from the field. Pelicans trail by 13. Williamson outside. Outside Murray. 1:19 left in the third. Going inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, Murray saw an opening to the rim, and he turned on the Jets.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So both teams making some changes here. Celtics lead by 11. Here's Pritchard. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Pritchard's got his third basket of the night.
Well, he is a huge talent, and he's been hitting shots, but so have his teammates. It's been a collective effort.
Tim, looking at Jordan Poole, how much you think learning from Stephen Curry helped him out?
Well, B.A., he's been a great role model for Poole on and off the court, showing how to approach the game and inspiring that confidence they both share to take big shots. Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line, pretty much automatic.
Pritchard, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
They set the pick to the inside. Here's Queen. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Queen's got 5.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Here's Fears. He's got 5. Off target with the 3. Here's Shireman. Pass to Walsh. Pritchard from outside. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Buzzer-beating backbreaker. That pushes the lead to double digits going into the final period.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. He's been... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Taking a look at the Celtics. We've got Jason Tatum. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. And so Murray will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Down by 12. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Tatum against Jones. Pass to Walsh from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 8 assists here tonight.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Fears. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, fantastic work inside by Fears. He loves trying his luck down there.
Outside Tatum. Puts up a 3. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Murray. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston leading by 13. High arcing shot, and it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Fears. And the shot goes down. Fears has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Up top, Tatum. Pass to Shireman. Back to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the basket by Shireman. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Tatum against Jones. Pritchard from outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Queen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Jones. On the wing, Murray. Looking to get back on track. Clock at 6. On the wing, Jones. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Murray with it. Pritchard picks him up. And it's Murray finishing it off.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
And they've made some big plays to get back in it. This game is a toss-up now.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Good on the bucket. And now just a 5-point Boston lead.
They're really working the paint now.
Pass to Tatum. Outside, Brown. Vucevic, the pass to Brown. Over Jones. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Vucevic. And the Celtics lead by 7. Kicks it out to Williamson. Here's Queen. From downtown. Tatum pulls it in.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside, Brown. Over Jones. Again, Brown missing. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 13-5 run. Williamson. On easy 2 on the layup. 22 points for Zion Williamson.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Pritchard, no good.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Williamson. And rebounded by Tatum.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Here's New Orleans. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Williamson. Now Murray. He launches. Rebounded by Vucevic.
He's got to be mad at himself. He won't get a better look than that.
Now White from downtown. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
For New Orleans, Jordan's checked in for Queen, and it's Bay in for Jones. Tatus checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Pritchard. Lays it in easily.
And that's just great body control by Murray. He took the hit, and he plowed right through it.
And the free throw, no good. Boston leading by 6. Right side, White. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter here. Tatum. Yes! Locked in on the J.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
White with the steal.
Yeah, he didn't read the defense very well there. He telegraphed that pass.
Oh, Jaylen Brown from extended range.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Takes a step back. Murray inside. He's guarded by White.
Third personal foul.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 10.
And there you see DeJounte Murray showing great leadership, showing you what a great teammate he can be, sharing the basketball and playing the game with a lot of passion.
It's good from beyond the arc.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Murray can't hit it.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
His effort has been there since the opening tip. He is leading the way by example.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
The first one falls. And so Tatum nails both of them. New Orleans has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Celtics.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jason Tatum.
Well, he just checked so many boxes tonight. He got buckets for himself, created for his team, and as a result, he just racked up a triple-double.
Jaylen Brown, it falls! So we see the Celtics taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every...
All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill.
$1 whip. 5 M's for the kid for ice like this. Everything I want to hit, I scratched them off the list. Ask about me, word around the town. Won't get my heart, I'm putting you down. I'm not a simp. Big OG, I'm him. Park the back the lamb and then go GLE, I'm trip. Catch it. We ain't not like them. Only you know that rap come.
Let's meet the Boston Celtics. Forward 6'7", number 30, Sam Hunter. At center, number 88, at point guard, 6'4", number 9.
Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do?
Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
Gracious. Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You can tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then he'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Brown, no good.
And he's very confident from that range. You can't make him all.
Strus. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And the 3 ball is good.
A staple of Harden's attack. His 3-point shot is about as lethal as it gets.
Lets it go from deep. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Brown inside the line. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Mobley outside. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Hard to put into words, RJ, the impact Donovan Mitchell had on last year's 64-win Cleveland Cavaliers team.
Yeah, that's the best Cavs team we've seen in almost a decade. Spider led this team, and it looks like they're not going anywhere anytime soon.
White, good.
Oh, come on, just add vision to his perfect skill set. But when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a problem.
Harden, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
It's always a marquee matchup on the schedule. I think it's going to be another fun set of games between them this year.
White the pass to Tatum. Shot from 16. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, missing from the line became contagious. That happened. They just picked the worst time to do it.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Tatum finds White. Rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Drives to the hoop. Some solid defense from Brown.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's Tatum for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Tatum's got 7 points. Mitchell outside. Mobley kicks to Strus. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Tatum against Mobley. Over in the corner, White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For the Cavaliers, Wade comes in for Jared Allen. And it's Sam Merrill in for Max Strus. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Brown inside the line. James Harden with the rebound.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And here's Brown outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Boston.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And it's White missing. The Cavaliers trail by 4. The 3 from Harden. It's rebounded by Walsh.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Basket good. Brown's got 5.
That's exceptional touch by Brown, showing he's got some tricky shots up his sleeve.
Greg, last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the 3rd most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They may be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
The Cavaliers pull it in.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
White with it. Now defended by Mitchell. White dishes to Brown. Back to White. Pass to Walsh. And stolen by Mobley. And here's Harden for three. Off the mark, and he's 2 of 8 for the game.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Vucevic kicks to Brown. Pritchard with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Making himself available. A little hustle and good positioning makes Mobley the option on the fast break.
Brown the pass to Walsh. Pritchard from outside, and it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 4. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. From deep, Harden, rebounded by Vucevic.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Harden. Derek White has been on display for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Celtics, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
We've got Peyton Pritchard. Vucevic is out there with Tatum, and it's Walsh in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Allen.
So much reach. Allen using that wingspan to his advantage.
Here's Tatum, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Tatum's got 9.
Didn't really need to put himself off balance like that, but hey, he'll take it.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Back to you guys.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Walsh. 3-pointers off the mark. It's a close game here in Boston. Pass to Schroeder. Here's Allen. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Allen's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Boston. And Cleveland with a change here too. Strus is checked in. And here's Tatum for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Shireman. Over in the corner, Pritchard. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. So, Richard, let's give him some credit. Jared Allen has turned himself into a more complete player, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's not just a floor spacer, but he does everything else at an elite level. Very efficient. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes that will beat you.
And here's Tatum for 3. That's it. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Nobody near Schroeder. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Schroeder against Tatum. 3-pointer, Pritchard. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Over the years, we've seen constant growth from Tatum as a playmaker. Part of the reason why he's an all-NBA first team.
It's stolen by Pritchard. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And our early season power rankings, of course, a lot should change over the course of the year, but this is where we stand now. And look at the Nets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And, you know, the Celtics, they've had a rocky start to the season, moving down a little here in the middle of the rankings. Hopefully they can make some corrections here and get this thing moving.
James Harden, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Pass to Shireman. Now here's Vucevic. And it's sent back by Allen.
You gotta love that. Allen is a paint protector who will challenge anyone who comes his way.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Tatum. Over Wade. Tatum's shot is off. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Sinks the triple. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Tatum finds Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Pritchard's got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston. Harden against Pritchard. To the middle. Here's Allen. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Allen's got 10 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Mitchell in for Sam Merrill. Here's Tatum. It's stolen by Strus. Pass to Wade. And then Wade slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Shoots it up. Wade passes to Strus. Cleveland moving the ball around. Harden's shot is off. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. Tatum on the wing. Back to White. On the wing, Brown. Boston again missing. Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. They're getting 1 of 5 attempts. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
2 minutes.
Strus setting the screen for Mitchell. A three-pointer, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Queta, the pass to Tatum. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. Mitchell in the corner. Again, Mitchell missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Tatum on the wing. Pass to Hauser. Back to Tatum. And here's Brown outside. Cavaliers with the rebound.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Wade has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists tonight, and so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Boston is going to switch here. Richards checked in. Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Mobley comes in for Dean Wade. Richard finds Brown. Shoots over Strus. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. For 3, Mitchell. And another 3 for Cleveland.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
White with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. That's a 2 from Pritchard. And it's Strus with the rebound. Strus has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Mitchell. A kick out to Mobley. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Mobley. Okay, I see you showing off that shooting ability.
Now Pritchard. White. Busted. No good that time either. And so it's Cleveland sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
for the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No surprise to see Giannis take home the award. It's almost a surprise.
And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Celtics.
They're getting destroyed.
Thanks for joining us. Now,
and after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. And it's Harden in at the one spot.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
Love the aggression from Brown. A tough cover for any defender out there.
And Brown drops them both. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Harden on the wing. Light covering for 3. They get the rebound. And staying with the play, Allen. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
When you have a traditional big man like Allen, you expect those offensive boards. Second chance points are a must.
Cans it from downtown.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
They get it again. Harden against White. Harden, no good.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Mobley. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brown kicks to Tatum. Back to Brown. Over Harden. Brown, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Harden outside.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite a tailspin.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. 5th on the list, Jason Tatum.
And looking back, his points per game really underscore the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, the Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. You don't want to break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back over to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Here's White. The shot stood. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Celtics. Cater's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since. White
finds Tatum. Clock at 6. The Cavaliers pull it in. Loads it up there for Mobley. And they get it back. And the foul on Sam Hauser. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Max Strus. Cleveland moving the ball around. Allen, a screen on White. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Mobley outside. Sweet move. Here's Harden. The rebound by Tatum.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Merrill passes to Mitchell. Some solid defense from Brown.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Here's White. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Mitchell outside. And stolen by White. Queta, the pass to Hauser. Now Brown shoots from the elbow. And he nails the jumper. 17 points for Jaylen Brown.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his arsenal now.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And a new group in for the Celtics. And here are the Cavaliers now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Mobley. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
This is Mobley's zone. He's got all the size he needs to dominate this paint.
Brown the pass to Pritchard. For the tie. Harden with the defensive effort.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's Merrill. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Brown gets it done inside.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Cleveland leading by 4. From deep Harden. And another 3 for Cleveland.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. From past the arc. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Mitchell wide open. Here's Mobley. Plays it up and banks it in. Mobley. And now it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
3-pointer Pritchard. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Merrill. Kicks it out to Mitchell. From deep Harden. Here's Allen. Back to Mitchell. Here's Mobley. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Evan Mobley getting it done for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Tatum. Peyton Pritchard out there with Vucevic. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. He's in the game for the Celtics.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can give on. Let's see how he does here in the second.
To the paint. And stolen by Tatum. 3-on-3. Tatum finishing off the break.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
Pass to Tomlin. Rebounded by Vucevic. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Shireman, defended by Strus. And here's Tatum for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
The Cavaliers shooting in this game 45%. Harden kicks to Strus. Wade on the wing. And just miss after miss right now. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
The 3 from Tatum connects from three-point range. Tatum's got 15 points here in the second half. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Brown is checked in from Boston. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Tyson's checked in. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach kept it calm, but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing. We'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Tatum down low, guarded by Harden. Three-pointer, Pritchard. It's rebounded by Cleveland. It led by as many as 14 points.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Harden against Tatum. Over in the corner, Pritchard. Here's Vucevic. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Strus has got his 6th rebound on the night. Merrill passes to Wade. And then Wade slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside Tatum. There's Brown with the 3. And it's Strus with the rebound. Strus has got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
Okay, I see the explosion. Look, Harden never ceases to amaze me.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Sunday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And you know for that matchup with Washington, that one's going to be game number 9 on the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
Here's Shireman. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Strus finds Allen. Yes, that goes in. 16 points for Jared Allen.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pound with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And it's Vucevic missing. And the Cavaliers with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. Mobley outside. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a really tired defense.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. And here's Brown outside, and it's Strus with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Celtics trail by 7. Into the lane, Tatum. Inside, Vucevic. Rebounded by Allen inside. Cleveland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Bucket!
And this game belongs to Mobley so far, just doing it all on the offensive end.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Cavaliers making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Jason Tatum, and down goes the three.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here's Mitchell.
Making it look so easy. The 6'11" Allen just hops up and finishes it perfectly.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Now White. Stolen by Allen. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Harden finishes at the other end.
The break started with the steal by Allen. Look, those live ball turnovers, they will get you.
2 minutes.
Now here's Tatum. Beyond the arc. White outside. Tatum outside. Shoots the 3. No good.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he board a what?
Now Harden. Cruz. Green from outside.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here. Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Spins. Allen outside. That one fires.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jared Allen.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Brown. Oh, strong tip in. And the Cavaliers with possession. It's a 10-point game. Here's Mitchell. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
Thanks so much for your support.
Terrific job, Ellie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll...
Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Boston Celtics. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And the starting group for the Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Here's Queta. And he just slams it over Paul George.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. For both teams, this is the first game of their NBA Cup campaign. The goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, B.A., 4 teams in each conference that make it. It's the 3 group winners plus a wild card. So also keep in mind, point differential could be a key in advancing. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
George outside. Back to Maxey. Queta pulls it in.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
George with a steal. Pass to Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist from Edgecombe.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Tatum from long range. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Maxey with it, guarded by Hauser. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. Shams, appreciate the report. Tatum, shot is good.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Pass to George. Oubre, a screen on Tatum. George for 3. Queta pulls it in. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Tatum from long range. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 5.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risks and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Now here's George. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Drills it from deep.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
White, the pass to Hauser. There's Tatum with the 3. And the three-pointer goes. Give him 8.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8". Great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Brian, back over to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's George. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the jam by George.
George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And the shot goes. That's 7 points for Paul George.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
Good on the shot.
When he gets to his spot, Jaylen Brown is money from the mid-range.
Here's Edgecombe. Uses the glass on the layup.
They have no answer pressure defensively inside.
The Celtics have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Tatum finds White. Sends it home from three-point land. White's got 5 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Count the basket.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The Celtics have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond is checked in for Joel Embiid. Barlow comes in for George. Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Grimes in for Maxey. Pritchard, no good. The Sixers leading. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
So much force. Easy money for Drummond.
Here's Pritchard. No good again that time.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Out to the right wing. Here's Shireman. And a miss there on the triple. The Sixers lead by 6. Outside Grimes to the middle. Here's Edwards. Sinks that one from the post.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. Pritchard surviving the D. Right wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Shireman. Sinks the 15-footer.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Right. Buries it from 3. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high-percentage looks.
Now here's Edwards. Driving inside.
Edgecombe's ability to run and jump are well known. This is what drew a lot of eyes to this young man.
So it's Boston now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Shireman. Here's Walsh. Cans it from the wing.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Oh, swiped away. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the deep.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Jaylen Brown is out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Walsh in at the power forward position. Barlow with a bucket.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's Brown. Brown going to work.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Oh, they get a hand on it. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Terry's checked in. Edwards finds Embiid. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Kyle Lowry's checked in for Terry. Pass to Brown. Here's Walsh. Fires the 3. And Grimes pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Guys, back over to you.
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. To the paint. Here's Pritchard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Pritchard's got his first points of the game.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there. Willing to give it up to his open teammate.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guy. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Celtics also making a change. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Walsh. Brown can't hit. The Sixers lead by 9. Maxey, a good look. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Maxey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Brown finds Tatum. And Grimes pulls it down. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. The kick out to Maxey. Embiid, high post. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Over his time in the league, Maxey has really improved his playmaking.
Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown gets the bucket. Brown's got 8.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Embiid. Give him 8 points now. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Edgecombe. Takes one from 10 feet. No good. A bit long that time. Celtics trail by 11. Brown with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him. Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And as we start up the NBA Cup, let's explain to our viewers how the groups are formed.
Sure thing, B.A. First, you only play teams from your conference. The groups are drawn based off of last year's standings, so they try to keep it even in terms of quality of team.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Paul George comes in for Edwards, and it's Oubre in for Grimes. George outside, Oubre on the wing. George passes to Embiid. Vucevic with a steal. And here's Brown for 3. Sinks the tray. 11 points in the game.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Kicks it to George. And here's Maxey outside. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Leans. Look at Tatum using his length.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Out to Oubre, beyond the arc. And Pritchard pulls it down. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
Well, truth be told, they got pumped on the glass. That was the difference in the game. Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Boston also changing it up. Cada's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Hauser comes in for Shireman. And it's White in for Jaylen Brown. And Oubre gets it to go. Oubre's got 6 points.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Tatum. And it's Boston scoring again.
Yeah, nice body control by Tatum. You watch him play, and sometimes you forget he's 6'8".
Here's Oubre, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
There's Tatum with the three. The rebound by Maxey.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Edgecombe. Pritchard against Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot goes in. He's got 11.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
There's Tatum with the three. And Tatum drills the three.
A strong start. And if anything, he's gotten better in the second quarter.
George outside. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Celtics trail by 11. The kick out to White. Fires for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Outside Maxey. Let's go with a three. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
And here's White. Give him 8. He shoots. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist from White. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the... Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Does this game remind you of anything?
Yeah, Shaq against a dictionary. This guy comes up with his own fake words all the time.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the 76ers.
This is a fun.
Thanks for tuning in. Now,
and we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. 25 points for Jason Tatum.
Look, this is Tatum's game. He's got a superb shooting motion and attacks without hesitation.
First team foul.
So it's Philadelphia now. They've led by as many as 14. Embiid passes to Maxey. Outside Oubre. Pass to Maxey. 5 to shoot. The shot from the low post is good. Maxey's got 16 points.
You know, Maxey's willing to play a secondary role, but he can also take charge when needed.
Pure from three-point range.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Stan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believe Jason Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, BA, that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy. Well, sometimes you tell players, you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
It's the trifecta. He's got 10.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Launches a 3, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
George, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 11 points here in the second half.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
And Jaylen Brown gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second foul.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
They have the lead, but their three-point game hasn't been as effective as it was in the first half.
George with a steal. Pass to Maxey. Shoots over White. And it's Maxey missing. Celtics trail by 7. Now here's Hauser. Still without a bucket. Fires in the triple.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
It's George on the wing. Outside Oubre. Lets it go from 14. Boston with a rebound. Kata's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Hauser. No good from outside. Philadelphia leading by 4. Pass to George. And George with the jam.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
White, the pass to Tatum. The ball's knocked loose. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. Here's Maxey. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on White.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. He misses the free throw. And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I faced because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
And the jam by George.
It seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
Tatum against George. Tatum can't hit.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Tatum.
4th team foul. Checking in for the Celtics.
Here's Edgecombe. Give him 8. And stolen by Brown. Brown takes it all the way to the rim.
And Brown is lethal in the open floor. Once he has a step on you, it's over.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Puts up a three. Philadelphia with another miss. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Tatum from long range. The rebound by Maxey.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plaster to the shoot.
Edgecombe, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Tatum. He nails it, and we're tied. Tatum's got 42 in the game.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe, defended by Brown. And Edgecombe gets it to go. Boston has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Kick out to Brown for the lead. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
2 minutes remaining.
Puts it up from the high post. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from White. Tatum's got 44. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in for Tatum. Shireman comes in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. White on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. White can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Outside Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. And here's White. Lets it go from deep. Paul George pulls it in. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. The Celtics second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Lowry, he's checked in for Edwards. And the jam by Drummond.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Pass to Shireman. Shoots over George. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Sixers lead by 4. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Here's Barlow. Lowry surveys the D. 4 on the clock. George. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Yeah, usually not a huge presence on the offensive glass, but George attacks this time.
Now Pritchard. Pass to Shireman to end the run. No luck on that one. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 6. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Walsh in at the 4. Here's Watford. That 3's off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. Three-pointer Pritchard. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, and Embiid is smart to keep his options open. No reason he has to complete every play.
Boston's shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Brown can't hit. The Sixers lead by 6. Grimes with the ball. Pritchard picks him up. Philadelphia moving it around. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Brown. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous scorer.
Walker, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Substitution on the court.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Outside Edwards. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I mean, that's the shot to take. He just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Walsh. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Barlow's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Pritchard, the pass to Vucevic. Now Pritchard, covered by Grimes. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. And the 76ers making a change here. Maxi's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Tatum's checked in. And Maxi's got the ball here for the 76ers. They're leading by 8. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them.
Second team foul. Boston substitution.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Tatum from long range knocks down the triple. Tatum's got 47 points.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. George, he's checked in for Barlow, and it's Edgecombe in for Edwards.
And that's on the defense there. You can't give Tatum those lanes and launching pads to the rim.
3 from Edgecombe. And another miss by Philadelphia. Celtics trail by 3. Pritchard with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Over to the wing. Vucevic, the pass to Brown. Now here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Tatum. Paul George pulls down the board. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre's checked in.
And what jumps out about VJ Edgecombe is his defensive abilities, because that's what can be difficult to teach. But he's already a very potent force on that side of the ball. Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Outside Oubre. Back to Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Outside Tatum. Outside White. And here's Brown for 3. On target from range. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Here's George. Again, Philadelphia.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range, mid-range, and at the rim.
Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Brown. Here's Embiid. Banks it home. Big shot.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Tatum fires, and he nails it.
Well, you know who their number one option is when they need a big bucket. And Tatum rarely disappoints.
Outside Oubre, lets loose for three, and rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Brown. A minute 42 left to play in the 4th.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
And he's unable to get the second one.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Outside George, jacks up a 3. The triple drop.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
Brown scanning the floor. George against Tatum. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
Just an unacceptable turnover. You have to know where you are on the court.
Yeah, but errors like that happen. The important thing is not to let them compound on it.
Maxey! Oh, he nailed the jumper!
And that's a tough shot to defend when Maxey pops up out of nowhere.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and D-up out there."
Thank you for that, Allie. Maxey! Misses the 3!
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And yes, another basket!
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's a pass to Tatum. White outside. Outside, Brown. Here's Tatum from deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Boston foul. Jaylen Brown. 3rd personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for Philadelphia.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Here's Tatum, fires the 3, cleared away by Embiid. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Sam Hauser, 1st personal foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that increases the lead to 6. Here's White. Here's a pass to Tatum. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Here's White. So it's the 76ers taking the W in a close one. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
Thank you for joining us.